Hello YouTube. I've got no more long runs planned before I do the long run attempt. I've done my 30k one. I think my body reacted a slightly bit negatively to that. You know, this is the first day and I'm doing exercise since, and bear in mind it's Saturday now. So I'm obviously still taking a bit of time to recover, and fitness wise, I don't need to work any more on my fitness because an ultra is more about a mental game and fueling correctly instead of actually being really fit. So when I start doing my marathon training, that's when I'm going to have to take precautions and start training a bit more vigilantly and smart, because you can't run a fast marathon without planning, but you can finish an ultra without planning. To stop boredom setting in, to stop me losing motivation perhaps, I'm going to go to the track today. Obviously I'm going to do a 10k workout split into two. I'm going to do a 5k in less than what Strava says I can do it in, just because it annoyed me. If I can aim for like 23 minutes and not push myself too hard, I'll aim for that. I don't really want to be in zone 5s and 6 and like really pushing myself anymore before my run. However, I can do a 5k. It's not gonna a little 5k is not going to really cause me much harm, is it? You know, unless I pull a muscle. And then go do another 5k around the track straight away, but a very calm 5k. If I've got the real motivation, I will also go to the gym today, because I'm trying to take advantage of having the weekend off, which is quite rare to have the whole weekend off. Squeaky car. And I might do that as well, but I need to go food shopping. I need to get the dog some bits, so it really depends on if I can be bothered, how tired I am, and if I can be bothered. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Gonna do my first 5k, warmed up, kind of, and we'll see. Okay, that's the first one done, and I've already forgotten the time. I think it was like 22 and a bit, 23 minutes. That reminded me how I'm still nowhere near 100% from my last 30k last week, because all the issues really. Right ankles feeling tweaky, heavy legs, but I'm quite happy that I've done this and I've incorporated it, because when you're training for 75k run, yeah, you don't need to focus on the short distances, because the short distances aren't going to help you to run 50k or 100k. So pushing through the short distance runs when you're on heavy tired legs is pretty important thing to be working on, because there's going to be at least 20 or 30k where I'm going to feel like I feel right now, and I'm going to have to keep pushing. So it's good that I've done this run before my next 5, because it's kind of given me that sort of insight to be like, right, cool, your legs are dying, they're heavy and they're sore, but if you can push through a hard 5k, you can push through a hard 10 or a half, then I should be all right for the 75k. But oh yeah, I've just exposed my aim. My aim is 75k on the 28th. Yeah, that's the aim. I've set myself a minimum of 50k. 50k is the minimum. Anything over 50k is going to be a better achievement, but the aim really is 75k round this track. I'm going to have a cut off of maybe 8 hours, because 7 hours just, I don't think it's enough time to get it done. 8 hours is enough time to get it done, that's for sure. So yeah, first 5k done. But yeah, there's more people today than I've ever seen at the track, to be honest. which is quite nice. But everyone's at different levels. So I want to go out and do a slow 5K. There's 4 or 5 people who I could join for that. One guy's pounding it, the other guy's doing decent speed. So we'll just have to work around each other today. All right, that's the second one done. Yeah, no, good run. And I think on Saturdays, I don't really get to come on Saturdays. And I know this is obviously why I don't come on Saturdays, because it's just people everywhere. I mean, well, at least someone told them off. Decided to do 100 meters of walking lunges, you know, after doing a 10K.
What an idiot!
Stupid. I just tried to get down and I couldn't get up, so that was fun. So, Sunday morning, I'm finally wide awake. I've had my coffee, breakfast, everything's good to go. So I'm heading down to the gym and we're going to do a 45-minute or so upper body session. Got the rain with us today, which is amazing. I don't believe we've had a day without rain for a month or so. But as you can obviously know from my accent, I'm obviously from the UK and rain is just normal. Yeah, so I'm going to go and do a quick push session, focusing primarily on chest, arms and abs, because one area that I know I need to focus and improve on is my core for my running, because what people don't tell you, and there's little things that like pop up, one of them being how much you're going to hurt in your abs and your core once you start getting above like 10K, 15K. If you don't train your abs properly, long distance running is really tough. And obviously that can lead into confusion of stomach issues and it's just downhill. So I've got to do a bit of abs, a bit of core work, and then head to the track. Hopefully it's a bit quieter than yesterday. I think it will be because it's raining and it's Sunday. And then I'll head over there and smash out a very gentle 10K. I just did a little hop and skip and a run out of the car down to the gym here. About 100 meters or so. My legs are not working. So it's going to be a fun session. Go into your sessions like me, like this. Let's just smile through it. Because if you don't, and you go into it negatively, you're just going to finish your workout negatively. That's not what you need. You want to have positive workout, positive day. So just trick your brain into convincing you that you really want to go to the gym, even if you don't want to go to the gym. One thing I've noticed, which obviously makes sense in the last year, is how much strength I've lost. Now, I've never actually been strong. I've never claimed to be strong. And I'll tell you my strongest lifts now. My heaviest bench of all time, I think, was 92.5 kilos. My strongest deadlift was 182.5 for 2. And my heaviest squat was 135. So, pathetic. I just want to look aesthetically pleasing and functional. I really don't care about getting stronger. But yeah, one thing I've obviously got I've got the knowledge to build muscle and know what I'm doing, which is always a bonus. But as I say, I'm not really focused on lifting at the moment, just running. So I'll just do some incline dumbbells, probably some incline shoulders, shoulder dumbbell press, sorry. And a bit of arms. And that's pretty much it, to be fair. Yeah, so as I say, my workout style tends to be just very quick workouts, 45 minutes. From exercise to exercise, not much rest. It's always seemed to work for me. And I've been able to make gains, so I'll just stick to doing that. It's also good for muscular endurance. Because muscular endurance is really the only thing I need at the moment. It was a quick one, in, out, about 40 minutes. Obviously I could have done a lot more, but until this ultra's done, I am just a bit conscious of staying on the task at hand and focusing on my running. We'll be at the track in like 15 minutes, straight on the track. Nice gentle 10k. One thing I need to mention as well, because I keep doing this. So every week I'm filming this one video that you're watching now, or the videos that you watch on Sundays, and I always talk a lot about stuff. Like I talk a lot in general, right? And I find myself talking for like 5-10 minutes about whatever subject it is, and then always deleting the content because I contradict myself so much. So in yesterday's content that I was filming, I was like, oh, I know I shouldn't get annoyed by people coming to the track because running's supposed to be exclusive, but I'm really annoyed when people do that and they come to the track and they just stand around and they don't respect the rules and things like that. 2 minutes later, I'm hyping on about inclusivity. We should all like get more people into running. You know, the running community is very toxic. We're trying to get more people into it. How am I going to inspire more people to get into running when I'm saying stuff like that? Oh, what are they doing on the running track? It's flipping free country. Anyone's allowed to go running. And I'm trying to inspire more people to go running. But I'm not going to be one of these people who tries to blame my own mental health struggles on why I am like I am. But I am a massive hypocrite. So let me just leave the content in the video. Leave this in as my disclaimer to be like, I'm sorry, I'm a hypocrite. I like to challenge myself and question the actions I take in life and hold myself accountable for things. If I want to talk about how I'm annoyed about something, people might want to see that because it's not all sunshine and rainbows when you're working out, you're training for something like an ultra. So you're going to have days when you're getting annoyed, and I'm only human after all. So like, I need to kind of maybe just leave the content in, keep it more raw, because I prefer to watch that content. I don't like watching people faking it, lying, pretending to do the work, giving it the big spiel but not doing much, or trying to be the perfect example of what a fitness person should be. And I think the way I'm doing it, where, you know, I am eating crap, I am talking and going through my addictions and struggling and stuff, I think that's a bit more relatable. If you think the same and you're watching this, can you please just confirm or not? So I'll keep that content in. I won't get rid of much of it because it was quite negative. I'm not trying to be negative. As much as I'm trying to be honest about stuff, I'm not trying to be proper negative about stuff because I don't really like negativity, you know? So anyway, right, off the track we go. And as if by magic, I'm at the track. It's a lot quieter than yesterday, so that's one thing that's good. Let's try and not get annoyed at the little things today, like kids playing football on the track. Really shouldn't annoy me. It's when you know you're getting old. You're getting annoyed by silly things like that. Like, they're not bothering me in any way, but I'm just like, why are you on the track? But that's the thing about people, right, in general. Well, I notice. People don't like rules, and people like to break rules. You could have 108. Look how much space I've got around, right? Okay, all of this. You see all the football pitches up there, all of that space. There's a football pitch over there. All of that space, right? And people want to play on the play here. That's the thing I'm talking about how like that's why I get annoyed, because there's this whole place to play with, and you want to choose the one place that you're not supposed to play on. Kids be being kids. So if you've been here for a while, you'll know that in less than 28 days time, I'm attempting to run around this track for 75k. And today is one of those runs that's just making me want to just be done with it. I'm so ready to get into the spring and focus on my next goal, which is the sub 4 hour marathon, sub 25, sub 40:10. And workouts like this, when I'm on heavy legs, sore, heavy legs. And I've still got to come out and do the work and hit a 10K today. These slow, long runs, they really do take it out of you, but not so much in the physical side of things, just the mental toughness that's needed to push yourself around a track for like 100 or 200 laps. I know, woe is me, what a hard life, eh? But it's taking a lot, especially this week when I've been really sore. It's taken me a lot to even get the motivation to get up and out, really. But I've still got to put the work in for the next 27 days or so, regardless. But yeah, I'll be honest. I think I'm just done with ultras until the end of the year, if I'm honest with you. I'm going to focus on getting faster up to summertime, and then when it gets to maybe August, September time, after I've done 2 or 3 more marathons, or at least attempted 2 or 3 more marathons, I'm then going to focus into the winter on my ultra, because the next goal is obviously this one, 75k just to finish. But after that, obviously we're going to go for the triple. We're going to go for 100k, and it all depends on how things pan out and work out. Let me just walk for a second. I think I'm about 6k in, about 6:20, 6:30 pace. So I'm going really easy. I can't really go much faster because my legs are so heavy and tired. Again, woe is me. No one cares. No one cares if your legs hurt. No one cares how tired you are. They just want to see the result. So that's kind of the plan for the rest of the year. And yeah, the first goal is a big one. The second goal, I'll be honest with you, for the amount of training I've done, I can already do a half marathon in 1:42. So I should really, on my first attempt, hit under 4 hours, as long as everything goes well with fueling, not getting injured and stuff. What's the third one? I don't know. But yeah, generally speaking, that's not the hardest goal. Sub 4. Sub 3.5, now we're cooking. That would take serious work. But anyway, yes, as I said, I'm about 6k in. Just going to just finish this run. And I think I'm just going to end the video before I even do that, because it's raining and it's just everything. So I'll put the stats up on the screen now for the run that I'm just about to finish. And yeah, one of those tired weeks. And I'm still happy I got some work in. Went gym today, hit chest, got a good pump on. Now I'll do the run. So yeah, if you've got this far, thank you very much. Please make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Have a blessed day, and I will see you in the next one.